What up, people of Earth? It's your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here. Got another video of some TDM action for you, going Villa. And I don't even know what loadout I'm using here. I think I've got the G11. This is on the my first walkthrough or my first run through before I even prestiged towards the end there. So yeah, Ghost, Sleight of Hand, Ninja, Claymores, G11, Floating Apple Glitch. It's right over there if you guys haven't seen that. I'll try to see if I can find a video I have that has that in there. You can shoot the fruit around the apple on the table right in front of the spawn on this side. And yeah, anyway, so you know, in my opinion, each one of the assault rifles gets better when you unlock them. So each one is better than the one before it. And as you can see, G11 is pretty beast. Now that did take three-shot bursts to kill that guy, so that would be 9 bullets, which I think is actually a little bit more than it should be. But yeah, still an amazing gun. Almost 0 recoil on the gun. Really good at range. And Villa's got some close-up areas, but you can also, if you want to play at a little longer range, you can do that with this gun, which I really like about it. And so far playing, I mean, the AK-47, the Commando, and the G11 are my favorites. As you can see there, that was a single burst kill. So that just goes to show you how damage over range is super important in this game. You know, stuff like M60 or M16, pardon me. You know, that's a 50 damage per bullet weapon where you got 100 damage on the character. So you're looking at 2 shots from the burst fire weapon killing the guy at close range, and then it drops off to, I do believe, 30 at distance. So that would be full. Sorry guys, I got a tweet. So that would be a full 4-shot burst at distance, or 4 bullets at distance. So 2 bursts of 3, and all 4 of those are gonna have to connect. So something to keep in mind. You should almost didn't see that guy. You should definitely check out Woody's Gamertags videos if you want to take a look at the gun breakdowns. He does a breakdown video of the SMGs and the assault rifles, and totally has them broken down by damage, clip size, recoil, all that stuff. And that's important, you know, because when I first started playing with like the FAMAS, for instance, I thought there was something wrong with like my controller, or something just was like going on wrong, because every time I fired that gun, it would just, the range was the recoil was ridiculously bad. It would pull to the right. And until I kind of, you know, and I didn't really go in and do my own tests, which you can do, but until I saw this video and I saw, man, that gun just pulls to the right like a bitch. Like, that's just the way it works. But on this map, as with any map, you know, and something that I've been noticing in Black Ops is super important. You gotta flank, but you gotta put your back to spawn to the edge of the map. You really can't anticipate spawn as well as you could in Modern Warfare. So the only way to be, that I found to be more tactically sound, is to just put your back to the edge of the map. That way you just know no one's in front of you, or no one's behind you, pardon me. So watching your teammates, watching spawns, and as you can see, it's almost impossible to flank. Like, I've flanked the entire map. I've almost gone around the entire map, and I've only seen one guy, and then the instant that I do move all the way around to the other side of the map, almost exactly where I spawn, instead of seeing enemy, all my teammates are spawning there. So it's really a pain in the ass to flank spawn on this map, or on this map, pardon me, in this game at all. Super hard to do. And I've almost noticed also that it seems like the spawn system, it keys off of like individual players, or I mean, I really don't get it. Like, sometimes I'm able to flank spawn more effectively, and then other times I just, no matter what I do, if I'm coming around the edge of the map and putting my back to the edge, I'm never ever going to get come around to the edge of that spawn. It's just not going to happen. So as you can see there, I actually hit with two bursts, and didn't get the kill on the guy the original time. And yeah, man, so these guns are tricky. They're definitely tricky. It's a lot more action going on than what I'm used to. Do your best not to kill yourself with napalm strikes, but I normally, after you die, I feel like I'm safe enough for a minute. But as you can see, like, I die and they're already in right exactly where I spawned within 30 seconds. They're in my spawn. So that just goes to show you how I don't understand how the spawn system works. There were characters all around me, my teammates. I spawned in that area, and then within 20 seconds, not even, the enemy's already in the spawn area. So I don't know. I've heard different stories about how the spawn system in this game actually tries to anticipate danger and spawn people in areas where there isn't any. So, like, it'll actually look at the area where these spawns are and see if enemy are looking at the area, if there's any explosives in the area, things like that, it'll take those things into account before the system spawns you into it. So I don't know if even something as simple as like not looking at a spawn area could help you to have enemy spawn more closely to you, like, you know, looking away. Thankfully we got a spy plane up now, and really spy plane and SR-71 are absolutely in this game some of the most important kill streaks that you could ever use. As you can see, we pull out a spy plane and within 30 seconds I have 3 kills in a row. I'm also able to anticipate the enemy spawn, know exactly where they're coming from, set up a defensive perimeter in this area, the second story, and I'm totally good to go. Like, it's amazing how important in this game it is, comparatively to other games that I've played where I don't really need to have a UAV in Modern Warfare. I know where the enemy is spawning. It's no question. You know, if you're playing, you know, I'm trying to even think of a map now. Oh my gosh, Skid Row. So if you're playing Skid Row, for instance, in Modern Warfare, you have no question in your mind, absolutely none, where the enemy is. It's easy to find. They're totally in the same spot every time. They're always going to spawn there, but it's just not that way in this game. So I'm moving back into a spawn area, hoping that no one will come here to me. Already have guys moving around the edge of the map. As you can see, there's a dude who's coming in through this room. You can see him on the spy plane up there. Yeah, take a moment. Not really paying attention, is he? Yeah, backfired on him. So that was pretty awesome. And I do believe I got a chopper gunner in here, but I'm not able to pull it in right now. No, I don't have any more kill streaks. What the hell happened? I thought I saw that I had a kill streak in there. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. So again, the power of the G11 at range. Probably the most accurate assault rifle. I had not put the scopes on it. I've picked up G11s that have scopes on them. I don't see the reason to use them. Some other information that I came upon: if you guys don't follow anybody on Twitter, if you like information about video games, it might be a good idea to go ahead and get yourself a Twitter account. And you know, the person that I follow a bunch of gamers on Twitter, but the person that's been posting up the most important information so far has been Hutch. He's been working with Treyarch, or at least has information from Treyarch. Looks like they're going to be dialing back the random idle sway from an ADS on a sniper. So when you're looking down the barrel of the sniper rifle and you aim down sight and look through the scope, there's a random idle sway that happens where your crosshairs go in a random direction in front of you. It looks like that they're going to start tuning that back. I don't understand exactly why. They're either not just going to fix it or not fix it, but they're not going to fix it. They're going to tune it back. So eventually, I don't think they're ever going to be able to please everybody. So it's either going to become too hard, still continue to be too hard, or it ends up being too easy. I don't know if you're going to find a happy medium. Hopefully they find a happy medium. But I'm glad they are, because at this point, really what's happened is there's just no sniping in the game. Like, it's just not happening because it's ridiculously hard. I think at the same point, I don't think that if you tune sniper rifles back in and you still give them that idle sway, nothing's going to be as powerful as the G11. Like, I don't give a shit how much you tune back that idle sway on the sniper. I'm not going to use that gun unless I can use it. So it's got to be perfect. It's got to be like, I can't, like, why would you choose a gun, like, literally, like, what if you're fighting in a fucking war and one gun you have is like aims down the target, aims on the sight, down the target every time, and you can totally aim into a target, and then the other gun like kind of works? Like, why are you gonna pick the gun that kind of works? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't understand where they're coming from, but I think they're trying to find a balance, but I just don't think there is, like, necessarily one. Hopefully they do find something. 24-4. Yeah, still pissed about snipers. You guys rock. Have a great rest of your day.